Kelvin, the composure you guys showed down the stretch.
Really? Yeah. BYU is unique. We have not, it may not unless we play them again in the Big 12 tournament. I mean, they're just different than everybody you play because of the three-point line. Number 0, Waterman. I don't think he took an easy 3 all night. I mean, he was flying into those things. And as soon as he called it, it was out. I mean, those are tough shots. Khalifa banked one in the first half. Robinson nailed one from 40 feet with 20 on the shot clock. It's not. I mean, those are the shots that you make it in shot clock Hail Marys. But you know it's going to be one of those nights. I think it tested our resolve. You got to be resilient playing here because they're going to go on runs. The Nell kid is, I thought, was a key. You know, you can't go under screens on him. I thought our game plan on Nell was good. And the game plan means nothing if you don't execute it. I thought Cryer did just an absolutely tremendous job. Now, we gave up some things. You know, we gave up some 2s in the post. But at some point, you know, when you're trying to define winning for your team, you're not going to take everything away. You've got to decide what is it you're willing to give up and what is it you want to take away. You know, we were willing to give away some 2s on switches versus those guys nailing those 3s. And it helped because they didn't get a lot of clean looks. The looks they got, we fouled them on a three-pointer, and number 0, what's his name, Waterman, made 2 huge 3s in transition. I mean, hard. I mean, if they were open, they would be good shots for him because he's an outstanding shooter. But those were hard shots because he was shooting them on the move so fast. And then offensively, it's, you know, we made a bunch of shots early, second half. You know, I grabbed Dale at one point and told him he's got to be more aggressive looking for his shot. And we found him a couple of times on daggers. Dagger for us is when we get an offensive rebound, we throw it out for 3s. We call those daggers. But, you know, just thrilled for the win, happy for our kids. Thought we hung in there. Tough place to play. It's the second time I've been here. And student section, the administration, how they create their home court advantage is Big 12-ish. You know, we've been on 3 road trips, 3 arenas. Hilton Coliseum is as tough a place as you'll want to play. Saturday afternoon in Fort Worth, tough place to play. And then Tuesday night in Provo. Every arena, including Fertitta Center. That's why it's so hard to win on the road in this league, is these fans support their teams. You know, a lot of times, you know, in the past we go to an arena and we'd be packed, and a lot of times they would come to see us. But these fans didn't come to see us play. They came to support BYU. Iowa State did not. They could care less about us. They came to support the Cyclones, and so, and that's the beauty of playing in for the fans. Now for coaches, it's absolute HELL. I better not say that here. I feel my mother would be. You know, it's just, you know, we had one. You know, we won at Xavier. You know, we've beaten Utah and Dayton and Texas A&M, but we hadn't won a Big 12 game on the road. And at some point, if you're going to make noise, you've got to break through and do that. And we're thrilled to be able to do it tonight.
Two key stats really stood out for you guys tonight.
Yeah.
You were able to score 17 points off the turnovers and get 15 second chance points. How critical was that in a game like this, in a tough road environment like this?
Well, I know you. Obviously, you guys don't pay attention to us, nor should you. But we have a thing that we do after every game. We call it unscripted points. How many points we score off turnovers, second chance points, and fast break points. 17, I think in the non-conference, we averaged around 54. We track that. That's the stat we really track, how many points we have off turnovers. Because with our defense, we have to be able to do that. A lot of people live in a world where they think you have to have 7 foot, 6'11", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". How tall was Khalifa kid? 6'10"? Is that what he? 6'10" or so, and Waterman 6'10". I mean, everybody we play has great size, but our kids know how to play our system, and our quickness and our physicality. We get deflections. Deflections for us are loose balls. You can tell Mark's done a good job of this. They're the best team we've seen. They do a good job of, I call it loitering around the elbow area on missed threes. We didn't do a good job of that. We gave them too many second and third looks. I don't know how many points they scored off of it. They only scored 7 points on second chance, but normally we're pretty good at that. 15 offensive rebounds. I think we're second in the nation in offensive rebounding. That's a huge emphasis for us. Points off turnovers, huge emphasis for us. So for us to come on the road and be able to execute those two areas were huge.
How big was it for you guys to be shooting your 50% from three most of the night? I know it tailed off at the end.
Yeah. The guy has really been shooting well, and he's kind of a little bit of in a swoon. He's a really good shooter, is Sharp. He made 5 threes at Iowa State. He was kind of the guy that kept us in it a little bit. He hasn't made one. I don't remember him making one in a while. But Cryer, Shead's been shooting around 37, 38, so he's right on target. Cryer, he's the best three-point shooter on the team. We had a kid last year, Marcus Sasser, who was a first-round pick. That's what his job was, and that's what LJ's is. It helped that Dunn came in and made a couple. But Dunn scored 36 at Cincinnati last year. He also had 34 against Vanderbilt. So, I mean, he can score. He's adjusting his role coming off the bench. The only one that I kind of had a little wry smile was Wilson. I might be the first 3 I've ever seen him make, including practice. I've never seen him make one, I don't think. You guys ever seen him make one?
Jamal, what does it mean to have LJ and another guy who's not afraid of those shots and wants to be in that situation?
That's what he's here for, and he's a big time player, big time moment guy, and I try to defer to him because he lives for those moments, and it does nothing but help me and take a little pressure off my back because we can do it together, and when he gets back in his groove, we're gonna be pretty good. So him stepping up tonight, making a lot of big shots, it put us over the top.
Kelvin, you said Emmanuel didn't shoot well, but gets 9 rebounds and gets the free throw.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that, Chris. It's kind of what I got on him about it, shoot around today. Guys don't have. You can't go. Like I didn't think he was very good Saturday against Central Florida. I mean, at one point I think we're up 25, and that's fine. But he didn't rebound. He didn't rebound at TCU either. But he's capable. Man's a big, strong kid. He's a guy that should be a 90% free throw shooter. El should be a 90. We got some guys that are going to fight to shoot 50, 55. That's just who they are right now in their careers. But Emmanuel should be a 90% free throw shooter because he can be. But if you're not making shots, you've got to find a way to impact winning. How will you impact winning? Rebounding and defense, loose balls. Those are all things that you can control your effort and your attitude, and those are basically all controlled by those two things, starting with attitude.
LJ, what does it mean when coach comes to you and urges you to be more aggressive? How do you react to that?
It means a lot just to have that confidence from your head coach. It gives me it gives my self-confidence to go out there and just play my game and be aggressive and make a big play. So, yeah, it means a lot.
Time for one or two more.
LJ, after coming up short and tight, close games in your previous 2 road games, what was kind of the difference this time you guys were able to close with the tight finish again?
I mean, versus TCU, we didn't play good the second half. The whole second half, I didn't feel like we played hard. Coach talked to us about that. Then in Iowa State, we had a terrible start, turned the ball over too much. Me personally, I played bad in both of those games. So I knew in order for us to win on the road, I was going to have to step up. Other guys are going to have to step up, and I feel like that's what we did today.
We have time for one more if anybody's got it.
LJ, to be able to close it out from the free throw line, just what does that say about this team? And you're struggling to shoot the ball there late, but to just go and knock them down and close it out from the free throw line, what's that say about this club, you think?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that. Man.
We're getting better at the free throw line, and we make them when we need them. I think that's really big. Juan made a really big one. The second one should have went in. I went up and made 2. L made 2. I think we're getting better at the free throw line. We just gotta keep working at it.
As long as we got the right guys shooting free throws, we're gonna be a good free throw shooting team. Start mixing that other stuff in there. It's
Jamal, LJ, thanks so much for your time.
You know how to answer that, L?